To some, fame and fortune may seem like the greatest thing in the world, but is it really all that it's chalked up to be? Or do delusions of stardom lead to terrible ends for the people who want it most? The films we're looking at today are the 2022 film Pearl and the 1950 film Sunset Boulevard. Pearl centers around a young woman named Pearl who lives on a farm and dreams of one day being a star. She loves silent films and often talks about how one day she'll be a star, and even prays for it at one point in the film.
A star.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known.
In comparison, Sunset Boulevard centers around Norma Desmond, an older woman who is a star of the silent cinema but has lost her stardom as pictures evolved to no longer be silent. She loves to watch herself in old silent films and often acts out silent pictures in her home. She feels abandoned by her old fans and seeks love and comfort from young writer Joe Gillis to make up for it. Norma Desmond almost seems like an older version of Pearl as she had ended up making it to Hollywood. In these films, Pearl and Norma's desperation to be famous causes mass chaos, leading to screaming.
Great, it's time to go.
No, I'm a star!
Come on.
Please, I'm a star!
I'm sorry, it's time to go.
Please, somebody help me!
Occasional delusional thinking.
You see, this is my life. It always will be. There's nothing else. Just us. And the cameras. And those wonderful people out there in the dark. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
And of course, in both films, murder. The glamorization of Hollywood and fame has caused both of these women to idolize being stars so deeply that they will go to any lengths possible to get it, ending in states of delusion and chaos that make them violent and unstable. These tales are both cautionary stories, showing audiences that fame isn't really all that. Something interesting to note here is that neither of the women hope to just be actors. They want to specifically be stars. Tino Bellio refers in his 2012 chapter, Selling Stars, to stars as the elite class of actors, and both Pearl and Norma very obviously wish to be a part of this elite group that is worshipped by adoring fans. In the same chapter, Bellio discusses the making of a star, how Hollywood trains and shapes people to be the exact version of the person they want for the role. Norma Desmond likely had been subjected to all of the nips and tucks and training Hollywood wanted before being thrust in front of the camera to make silent films. As films progressed, she no longer became useful for Hollywood as she was primed and prepped for silent film acting and could not adapt and transition to talkies. Pearl, however, was not even fit to be shaped into the all-American girl the casting agents wanted, resulting in her being cut from her audition despite her drive and ambition to become a star. While Pearl depicts a woman who has never seen Hollywood beyond the silver screen, and Sunset Boulevard shows a seasoned professional who has lost her footing in the industry, we can see in both films how the glamorization of Hollywood has given these women a skewed view of success and the film industry as a whole. For Pearl and Norma, it's almost as if the lines have been blurred between cinema and reality, and it is clear that the women will do absolutely anything for fame and notoriety. They're both very theatrical people, and we can see from these films the ways that they bring theatricality to their everyday lives, and their desperation to be loved and adored ends up resulting in outbursts.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Calm down.
No! Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't understand that, so you like me!
DeMille. Uh-huh.
We made a lot of pictures together.
And you'll play Salome.
Who else?
Only asking. I didn't know you were planning a comeback.
I hate that word. It's a return. A return to the millions of people who've never forgiven me for deserting the screen.
Violence.
The doctor is here.
What doctor? What's going on?
Madame got the razor from your room and she cut her wrists.
And rage resulting in murder.
I'm not staying on this farm!
These women are utterly obsessed with being stars and would do absolutely anything to become one.
You heard him? I'm a star. No one ever leaves a star. That's what makes one a star.
Please, I'm a star!
How far would you go to become a star?